So, two new signings nearly confirmed, two new contracts on the way as well. Welcome to your Forest News. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to your latest Forest News. Coming up in today's video, I'm going to talk you through most of John Percy's article. A lot of it we've already told you for weeks, but it's good to get confirmation on it. We'll tell you about the new contract coming up for Aina, for Neco Williams. The two Brazilians are set to sign as well for Forest. There's plenty other little bits and bobs in there as well. So please don't forget, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to Forest Fan TV. And just before we get started, I need you guys' help. As you guys know, I've been redesigning this room. By the way, a little hot tip for you. If you're doing a room redesign, make sure you're not doing it in the heat that is the summer right now in England. It's crazy hot. But I've added these beautiful, beautiful LED lights that fit in between the slats. And shout out to LED Space. Make sure you check them out, ledspace.co.uk. I've never seen anything like it. I tried the cob lights, I tried all kinds of silicon stuff and everything. These just go straight in and I can put them where I want. And I want your guys' opinion on where to lay them out. Do you like the double design? Do you like the singles? Let me know what I should do in the comments down below. And if you want to grab them, I mean, watch this. When they're off, they will link into your smart stuff. Alexa, wall off. Look at that. You can't even see them. The design is crazy. Alexa, wall on. Love it. And you can change and control it all. So go check them out. Shout out to LED Space for hooking us up. But yeah, get your artistic designs in the comments down below. Okay, let's jump into the news. So a lot to talk about. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm getting a bit bored. Right, you guys know I don't have much patience at the best of times, and I just want to see some shiny new toys walking through the door. I want to see some big marquee names and what have you, but we don't control the news. We can only report on what's happening. And John Percy has released an article where he's gone through a lot of the details that we've been telling you probably for the last 3 or 4 weeks. With Forest, with the signings, but there are some little extra bits that I want to run through as well. So let's jump into this article. We'll run through it together and then we'll break it down as well and kind of decipher what certain things mean. So it's in The Guardian. He's put it out there behind a paywall. We've paid for it, so you're welcome. Surely that deserves a like so you guys get to read the article. So he said Nottingham Forest 30 million swoop for Brazilian duo signals start of European adventure. So off the bat, confirming what we've been telling to you guys, that excuse me, Jair and Igor Jesus are the two that are coming. Cubano is still on the cards, but it's nowhere near the levels that it is. And again, I'll reiterate, Igor Jesus has signed his contract with Forest a couple of weeks ago on Wednesday. Jair is not at the contract signing stage, so we can give you that on top of what the article is saying. But let's jump into the article. So Igor Jesus and Jair Cunha, both of Botafogo, would be major coups for the club, who are tying down Neco Williams and Aina as well. So Forest are close to completing 30 million deal for Botafogo Brazilian pair Igor Jesus and Jair Cunha. Jesus, the Brazilian international forward, and centre-back Cunha are expected to undergo medicals later this month, or when Botafogo's involvement in the Club World Cup is over. Both scored in the opening game, we know that. So this, again, what we've been saying to you guys, once they've stopped playing for Botafogo, once Botafogo have won it or are out of the Club World Cup, then it will be time to kind of shuffle their way across to the City Ground. It then goes on to say, in another boost to manager Nuno, who is preparing for Forest's return to European football, key players like Neco Williams and Aina are on the verge of signing new contracts. Williams and Aina have both 1 year left on their current deals, but negotiations are advancing positively and an agreement is regarded as a formality. So this again, I told you about 4 or 5 months ago. I got told, don't worry about Aina, he's fine. Well, Aina's automatically had his 1 year extension triggered. And now it looks like finally we're going to tie him down to a contract that isn't a bloody rolling contract. So that's very pleasing to hear. Same with Neco Williams. He's earned that new contract. I think he had a very good season last season, and it's definitely worth extending it. It says the move to offer Wales international Williams improved terms and extend the contract for Aina is a strategic decision aimed at retaining the core of Nuno's squad. Williams was signed for Liverpool for about £17 million following our promotion. And it says Aina, the Nigerian international, also proved a huge success after joining on a free transfer. Though he has triggered the option to stay for another year, he is set to sign a long-term contract at Telegraph, finally. Forest are also working on incomings. And the capture of Jesus 24 is regarded as a major coup. As I keep telling the Arsenal fans, he rejected them to come to us. So this is the interesting bit on the third player, Cubano. It says there's also strong interest in Cubano, another Botafogo player, though the arrival of Jesus and Cunha are all but guaranteed. Brazilian sources claim that a deal for Cubano is not as advanced. We know as well that Brighton are fishing around for that as well. Forest return to Europe, we know that. Okay, so all that stuff is what we know. Now, this is the bit that is interesting. Now, again, it's things that we've been bringing to you. He says that Nuno is also targeting at least 2 wingers, a central midfielder, a left back, and a number 2 goalkeeper. And then he goes on to talk about Danilo and goalkeeper Matt Turner. Their moves to Lyon will accelerate once the 2 Brazilians are signed and sealed. Again, information that we've been sharing with you guys over the last few weeks. I want to come back to that once we finish the article. And then it says, why Forest are bolstering squad while putting up not for sale sign? Again, this is confirming what we... Alexa, stop. Silly Alexa. Anyway, this is confirming what we've been telling you, that most of the Forest players, unless silly offers come in, are going to stay and are happy to stay. So it says, when Nuno was pressed last season on the secret of Forest's success, he frequently pointed to the squad sticking together, with players such as Murillo, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Elanga all attracting interest from rival clubs. Forest owner Marinakis put up the not for sale sign. The future of England international Morgan Gibbs-White has been uncertain this summer, with Man City seriously considering a bid before going for Cherki from Lyon. Yet Marinakis is determined to continue building for the future and will require significant offers to persuade him to even contemplate doing business. Again, exactly word for word what we've been saying to you guys, but it's good to get it confirmed from Percy, who is a very good journalist. European football is where he feels Forest belong and wants next season's excursion to be an annual event. Love you, Marinakis. And retaining the squad by offering the likes of Neco Williams and Ola Aina new contracts is another positive step as Forest target further progress. So that's what he's saying. Now, a couple of key things I want to get into. Let's go back to the old full screen here. Firstly was about the positions that Forest are looking for. And I think that's significant. It says that he wants at least 2 wingers, a central midfielder and a left back and a number 2 goalkeeper. The thing that's crying out from that shopping list is another striker. So straight away, I'm thinking, okay, Igor Jesus is now coming in at Forest to try to challenge Chris Wood and then maybe look to take over the mantle from him. So that kind of tells you the links that we're seeing with the likes of Vissa, etc., with the price tag being about 50 mil on his head from Brentford, probably means that Forest aren't going to pursue that one any further because the price tag is very stupid, to say the least. But I still think we need another striker. And there may be some market opportunities, I guess, throughout the summer where we do get one. Now, the winger scenario, I'm glad that's on the shopping list because I think we're very short. We're not short on wingers, but short on quality, with all due respect to Jota Silva and Sosa. Sosa hasn't really been given an opportunity. I was seeing reports the other day to say that that link to Palmeiras was very serious. Forest were happy to move him on, but, and again, I think we told you this, but he wanted to stay in the Premier League. So the winger situation is interesting. The goalkeeper side of things, I'm not really fussed, man. It may mean Miguel is going to be moved along. There's been the odd link. I think we should get Livakovic, man. Livakovic on the move, less than 10 million. Easy business to do. I've always rated him. He could be on the move. Forest, if you're watching, go get Livakovic. So those are the ones. And the central midfielder. We 100% need a central midfielder. Now, I still think the likelihood on central midfield will be someone like Douglas Luiz. But there are stories that Leeds are trying to hijack it, etc. some loan with an obligation to buy and things like that. So look, a lot of interesting things in there. The one that's probably upset me the most about is that this Danilo thing to Lyon is going to happen. The fee was agreed at about 20 million euros. I still think that's very low, but the way Marinakis has pulled Textor's pants down, I guess he's got to throw him a bone every now and again. But those are the updates. But I am a bit frustrated. Not bored, frustrated. I don't know what the right word is. I'm just like, getting a bit sick of this link is with Forest. Then nothing happens for 3 or 4 months. This link is with Forest, couple weeks pass by, nothing happens. And you hear the same names, a bit of momentum gathered, etc. We're just going to have to wait this period out, guys. I'll keep bringing you the news, but I can't kind of over-exaggerate it. It ain't that exciting right now. Now, obviously, once Jesus comes in, I'll definitely be excited about him. I'm starting to think this guy could be the one. I'm hoping he will be the one. Maybe this is hopium, who knows? But the news is the news. I'm sorry I can't make it more exciting. If you want, I can make up some stories for you, but you know, we're not going to do that to you. So get your thoughts in on all of that. Are you happy to see the new contracts being offered to those 2 players? Do you think Forest will keep the core of their squad? And are you excited about the 2 Brazilians coming in? Let me know in the comments down below and get your ideas in for the position on the lights, man, before my head just, I can't decide. I'm indecisive. If you haven't already, be decisive yourself, so make sure you've hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. And we'll see you on the next video, hopefully with some more exciting transfer news. Enjoy the rest of your day. Come on, you Reds.